So were you surprised how much they won?
No, because I'm going to say this again. And even in California, people were more emotionally tied to President Trump. The people are in such desperate situations. You know, a lot of people, the majority of people don't really have any money. And Trump has created a familial, fatherly type of feeling amongst the people. So no, I wasn't surprised that he blew him out, because that's a lot of that pushback. Like, I'm Puerto Rican. Even us, like blacks, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, American Indians, Asians, we're all Americans, and we all have that fundamental sense of like, no, like we want to get married. No, we want to have kids. Yeah, we want to own a home. And so, I wasn't surprised that he dominated so much, because this is just what I'm seeing on the ground, that a lot of people on the ground are saying, we're sick of this, because we want to get married, we want to have kids, we want to own a home, we don't want to be kids our whole damn life.
We don't want to be in a polyamorous polycule or
that kind of jargon.
You don't want to abolish the family.
No, exactly. No,
No, and what's ironic is from what I saw for putting together these segments is that people at the MAGA things are having a good time.
Exactly.
And obviously most of the people were still white, but it was a mix.
It was mixed.
And oftentimes there was, when the Obama came out and chastised black guys for not being excited about Kamala, I saw at least two videos of black men who were saying, I don't get near the racism or the prejudice from the right as I do from the left. Both these people had made a political movement from the left to the right, or from Democrats to Republicans. Mm-hmm. And they said that going the other way, when they were on the Democratic side, the conservative people didn't give them any crap, but when they switched, they got all kinds of crap. But this notion, it just didn't play. They wanted it to be true. They characterized the whole Trump thing or MAGA thing as just this big stew of white supremacy and toxic masculinity and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. And, there could be some of that, I'm sure. But you go and you look at these things and you see people from all kinds of backgrounds. He made a point of reaching out to different communities.
Yeah, and this is a point that the left has to understand, because our people just want to watch a ball game. Here in LA, the Dodgers just won the World Series, and the entire working class came out. We're all the people are common class people.
Most people aren't Freaky Friday. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And the left in terms of both the Democratic Party and the, what passes for a lot of the left these days, everyone wanted to put their freaks in the front. Mm-hmm. Look how fantastic we are. We have our,
True. Look what happened in Germany.
This stuff. And most people just aren't into that, or it's alienating. I have no problem with people getting their freak on or freakiness, but let's not have it be front and center and not make it the norm. Yeah. Then it's not fun anymore. How can you enjoy your freak if your freak is normal?
True. I have a comment to that. I think I've referenced this in our other podcasts. Tara knows I have this crush on this woman who lives in Europe. She has a master's in sociology. She works professionally as a sociologist. So what is the working class voting in Europe right now, in continental Europe? And she's like, oh, the working class in Europe right now is just voting for right populist parties. And I was like, why? And she was like, oh, because they don't want to see transgenders and all this kind of stuff. That's exactly what she said. So, I mean, shit, we have to acknowledge it. You know what I mean?
Who didn't know there was going to be a backlash to this stuff? You can't keep on pushing toxic masculinity and that make everything normal bad and think that you're going to build a base. If you're like, abolish the family, abolish this, abolish that, we're going to rewrite all the history. White people are born with original sin and whatever. That's not, it plays to them, but I don't know if they were all high on their own supply, or they really thought that we were all into them scolding us and being, these virtue hoarders forever, or what. But this backlash is going to come.